Hey, what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope everybody is having a good one. Hey, what's going on, Yvonne Truckerbug? Appreciate you for coming through. But if everybody else out there is, having a good one so far, just gonna get into some. I ain't played 2K in a minute, so we're gonna see how this goes. And so it's just crazy, like how when you um play something and then but it's just crazy, like how like when you don't play something for a while, and then it tends to what do you call it? Like it'll tend to like you tend to get rusty with it, and so um, yeah. So we're gonna see how this goes. I wonder if I should start with the new season. Well, you know what? I'm almost in the playoffs in WNBA, so I think I'm gonna go back to that. I ain't put that in a minute, so the W, yeah, I don't know if I okay, never mind. Cool. How many games I got left? I got 4 games left, and the playoffs start. So should be interesting, like how the rest of these games go. So I think I am in what place? I think I'm in first. Let me check. Last time I played this year, I think I was first place. What is standings at? First place by 3 games. So, so, but that's just how it is when you haven't played in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball or anything, football, baseball. So, so, yeah. So this goes. Who I gotta play again? Oh, Dallas. Dallas is still. I forgot how many teams end up playing. Appreciate appreciate everything, Eva. And I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I did. I did return the favor in Twins chat. So yeah. So yeah, just wanted to, just in case, like, it seemed like, oh, did you? Which one? Yeah, I did. So, matter of fact, I'm gonna be right back though. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. So I will be back. Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Trilly? Hopefully, you've been doing well. Happy Friday. Hopefully, you had a good Thursday. Um, when I went live yesterday, um, uh, Sunshine came through. Well, when I first went live, because what happened was, um, for some reason, like the stream was acting weird, so I just like rebooted everything, and I don't know if she was able to hear me, but I did let her know that I was gonna, I was like, give me about maybe like 15 minutes to like reboot everything so that way everything is running smooth. And so I came back and she probably went to bed, but I shouted her out and stuff for coming through at the end of the live, and even like when I first came back too. So yeah, but hopefully, like I said, you're doing excuse me, you're doing well, staying safe and everything. Appreciate you for coming through. I ain't played basketball in a minute, so pretty much been trucking for like the most part. Offline too. You know what I mean? So I could get a feel for like how it is. So then like when I go live, then it's like, oh, okay, this is how it is. Online is how it is offline. But yeah, I've just been chilling.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the WNBA on 2K Sports.
Oh, I think I have it.
The Seattle Storm going up against the Dallas Wings.
I'm like, wait a minute, I know I hit this twice.
And Tim Sports, I'm Blake Zuniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us. And it's pretty obvious what these teams want to do. They want to run their offense through their bigs.
Yeah, when you've had the success they've had through the front court, it's easy to see why.
Yeah, but you don't want to become one-dimensional. It's important to keep the defense on their toes.
No, I just mentioned myself.
And the Wings start out with the ball. Here's Willie. Outside, Agunmawale. From downtown. Taylor grabs the board.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just...
I think I got like 4 games left this season, and then the playoffs start.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
I'm trying to finish with the top record. It's like I have to win all these games pretty much, because I think Vegas is like right behind me, and then I got to play Vegas on this. I think the third of the 4 games, 3 of the 4 on the third game of 4. I gotta play him. So.
There's a screen by McCowan. Agunmawale from long range. It's good from long range.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Just trying to get used to playing this
Now here's McLemore. Diggin Smith. Outside Lloyd. Just 5 to shoot. Takes the 3.
What's the foul? Wow, that's come on.
Close call there on the illegal screen.
Come on.
Go along with it. To me,
how they gonna call that?
Like her feet were set.
Yeah, I think it went in too.
Here's Willie. Outside Agunmawale.
No, God.
Off target with the 3.
Lucky that was a miss.
Personally, I am shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. She makes you pay on those
Hey, twin.
every time.
What's going on? Tom?
Now
Who
here's
that?
Queen. Guarded now by Agunmawale.
Who's
Pass
Tom?
to Williams.
Come on, Gabby.
And again, Seattle with the triple.
Defense was pretty much non-existent there. Can't leave such a good shooter open.
Now
like
you try to
that.
be
Come on.
funny. He was calling me Tim all that time before.
Here's Willie. Guarded by Diggin Smith. As
Just
Magdor
still
with
slipped
the
in
steal.
sometimes. I'm like, okay, well, what's Tom at? Tom's here? What's up,
To
Tom?
the middle. Here's Taylor.
Yeah, I won.
And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot two.
But take
Don't
care
let
though.
it get
It
in
was a
that
good live
habit
earlier.
of letting the offense
Hopefully you
get
sleep
right to the
well.
rim.
And that's the message they were sending with that.
Nah, see, they always. Just because I ain't been on in a minute, I mean they gotta switch stuff around. It was always set like this.
Foul, saying nothing easy inside with that one.
Always.
Yeah, but they got to play a little bit better defense before they get inside.
That's also good, so she hits them both.
And this Dallas franchise once represented the city of Detroit, and that's where they won 3 championships.
Yeah, joining the league in year 2, 1998, they enjoyed lots of success in the Motor City. But then they moved to Tulsa in 2011, and then to their current home of Dallas in 2016.
Wait,
Now
that was in
here's
Detroit?
Williams.
I'm confused. I
Good
don't know.
work
Maybe they
defensively
was,
by
maybe they
Natasha
wasn't. But
Here's Willie, guarded by Diggin Smith. Pass to McCowan.
could have swore it said the Motor City,
Diggin
not
Smith
the
with
Motor
the double
City.
team. The
Oh,
three
God.
from Natasha Howard. That one's in. Her first basket of the game. She is 1 for 2.
Great recognition on the catch and shoot. Howard understood exactly how much time she had.
Now Magdor. Taylor. Williams sets the screen. 6 to shoot. Out to Lloyd.
Tell you.
There's the triple.
McCowan with the
man.
rebound.
The wings trail. Pass to Gumbawale. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Sabali.
I would guard a Goomba Wale, but
Here's Willie.
my
He hasn't yet put up any
player's
points in
not
this
quick
one.
enough.
And that puts them in the lead.
Well, with
So-
how active Enrique is offensively, that three-pointer is there for her. You just can't take everything away from Enrique.
Diggin Smith with it. Pass to Magdor. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Screen by Magdor. Lloyd from long range. Buries it from three-point range.
And Lloyd is a proficient three-point shooter, which is probably why she takes these in bunches.
Here's Willie. McCowan, defended by Magdor. To the inside.
Defense.
Stolen by Diggin Smith. Outside Lloyd. Pass to
Come on for the
Williams.
cup.
And there's the
So I knew
3-second
it.
violation.
I knew this was gonna cost me 6. I should have like ran another play. That way it would have got me out the paint.
Here's Willie.
But I didn't even think to do that. That's fine.
Outside Agunmawale. Pass to McCowan. 5 to shoot. Taylor grabs the board.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit
I gotta
from
change
out
the way I
there,
pass,
but
'cause it's too
she's
slow.
definitely one of them.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Quiet so far offensively, searching for first points of the game. Lloyd with it.
There you go.
From past the arc.
McCowan with the rebound.
Almost.
Outside Agunmawale. Pass to McCowan. And
Get outta
there's
here.
the rejection.
Good help. Defense.
Now here's Diggin Smith. Queen with the screen. Up top, Williams. That
There
one
we go.
falls. Her second basket of the game. She is now 2 for 3. Here's Willie. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, it's been a long time without a bucket. Focus.
The Wings with another miss. Seattle in the lead.
That was a risky pass.
Now Diggin Smith.
a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball.
Yeah, just some really impressive scoring. Everything seems to be going in.
Here's Willie. He hasn't scored yet, but that I'm sure will change. Howard gets the bucket.
Just all will and desire from Howard there. Outworking the defense on the offensive glass.
And when you talk about Natasha Howard, you have to look at more than those scoring numbers. Her impact goes deeper than that.
I think sometimes, us as broadcasters, analysts, we can normally measure players a little bit too much with their scoring average. Howard's won 3 titles in major part because of her defense. She's won a Defensive Player of the Year, and she does so many things on the floor that don't show up in the box score.
Here's Willie. Outside, Sabali. Pass to Howard.
Sabali. I was saying her name wrong.
The 3 ball. Drills it from outside.
She's having a nice quarter, scoring with confidence.
And the Storm with possession. They lead by 4. And here's McGregor. Here's Diggins Smith. That one's off. She starts the game with a miss.
And they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. Just take a look at the box score. They're at a definite disadvantage.
Yeah, and time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly something to emphasize.
There's Agunbowale with the 3.
Offensive rebound.
Out to Howard. Back to Sabali. The second chance effort. It's rebounded by Seattle. Pass to Taylor. The shot, no
too
good.
strong.
Some solid defense from Satu Sabali. Here's Willie. Sabali. Queen covering. To the paint. It's stolen by McGregor. Howard with the rebound.
Can't even get mad.
Outside
People they do miss open layups so far. Contested open, sometimes it's just so
Over to the wing. Here's Willie. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change.
Some players you give that shot to, and let me be clear, she is not one of them. Terrible job by the defense.
Now here is Lloyd. They lead by 1. Pass to Diggins Smith. Now here is Queen. Shot to end the cold run. That shot off the mark.
Can't get a much better look than that.
Yeah, no way you expect her to miss that shot.
Agunbowale with it. 9
That's a low
points in the
scoring,
game.
cool.
Chance there to take the lead. Missing. It could go. No good. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Storm up by 1. And we'll bring you the start of quarter 2 when we return. A close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Storm?
Nice start to the game for them, tallying a few steals through 1.
They've been aggressive on defense, and it's paid off, so I'm going to expect them to keep it up.
Queen with the ball. Louis
Oh man, I
Marked
should
down
have
low
passed
that time and got hit with the 3-second call.
I took too long. I took way too long on that.
Dallas trailing here. Segrist outside. Pass to Sheldon. Now Agunbowale. Back to Sheldon. feet away. It's rebounded by Seattle.
She just assumes she's going to knock those down.
Got
She's
7
as
rebounds.
open as she was there.
And here's Mule.
The shot will not fall.
Excellent D there from J.C. Sheldon.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. To the left side wing. Right side, Agumbawale. Second chance shot. And they're going to count the bucket and send her to the line. It could be a 3-point play. And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting one.
And that one misses.
Last leg of the season now. The weight of each game at an all-time high.
And with the standings, so much can change in the last few games. Every team has something on the line for the playoff picture, or maybe even for the lottery.
And the intensity picks up as well. When the season finish line is in sight, all bets are off.
The Storm trail.
Now here's Mule.
She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
Well, the D sagged off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the three.
Segrist outside.
Back to Agumbawale. Pass to Brown. That one falls, coming off Arike Agumbawale's nice feed.
Good recognition from Agumbawale. She's more than capable of understanding when her teammates are wide open.
Agumbawale with the steal. And up the court come the wings on the break.
Sheldon gets the bucket.
Good work in the transition game.
That's why when it's there, it's always a good idea to attack early before the defense even has the chance to set up.
Absolutely. So much easier to score in transition.
Pass to Holmes. Whitcomb. Fires from deep. Brown grabs the board. Dallas leading. Left side of Agumbawale.
We was up
Segrist
15 to 8.
outside.
What happened?
And here is Kuia.
Queen
For real,
covering.
like that. No idea what happened there.
Back to Segrist.
Shot clock at 6.
Sheldon with it.
Whitcomb defending. From the arc. No go. That's miss number 2. She is 1 for 3.
Now Mule.
Pass to Holmes. Here's Whitcomb. There's a screen. Jacks up a 3. The three-pointer is on target.
A true sniper. Defenses should know that Whitcomb will be hunting for these looks.
And here's Segrist.
Back to Agumbawale. Gets it to go from downtown.
Well, let's see. That triggers another little explosion from her after hitting 3 triples in the first quarter.
When you look at Arike Agumbawale's scoring numbers, they're historically good.
She came into the 2024 season averaging 20.5 points per game. That's the 3rd best average ever, and only Brianna Stewart has a better career average amongst active players. I mean, Arike's offensive arsenal is unreal.
Gotta do something.
Here's Horston. Tried to come right back with a 3 of her own, but it's no good. Inside,
Kuia.
goes back up. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
Dang, she's been in the paint forever. It seems like.
On the wing, Sammy Whitcomb.
Defended by Sheldon.
Pass to Taylor.
There's a screen by Mule.
Whitcomb. And it's off from 3-point range.
Here's Sheldon.
And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, her touch has deserted her this quarter. Nowhere to be found.
Down low. And stolen by Brown.
Lost the ball.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Whitcomb defending.
Back to Sheldon.
Puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Agumbawale.
Points.
And here's
Here's Mule.
Probably gonna take me out. Wouldn't be surprised.
Pass to Taylor. Whitcomb launches a three.
The rebound by Segrist. On the wing, Jason Sheldon.
And the shot count. She's fouled. That's a chance for a three-point play.
Such a great feel, such great touch around the bucket. She made that reverse look easy.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Lloyd. She made that one. Basket number 3 for her, and she's also missed 2.
And the ball handling moves of Jewel Lloyd are just so clever. She has no problem getting creative out there.
Pass to Ogunbowale. Screen by Howard. Fires the 3. Neko Ogumike pulls it in.
She has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it really hasn't affected the team that much.
Russell with it. Queen up top. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Russell. There's the 3. Howard with the rebound.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Outside Ogunbowale. Over Ogumike. Ogunbowale, no good. They really want to find that igniter here.
That's right. Their offense is ground to a standstill.
Maybe you need to suit up, Tim. They need a spark.
Pass to Sheldon.
Ogunbowale. Here's McCowan. Tipped away.
That's
Out of
awesome.
bounds. It'll go to the Storm.
Substitution on the court.
There I go. On the bench I go.
Here's Lloyd. She's got 8. Screen by McGregor. Now here is Lloyd. She's tightly guarded. And the ball out of play. The Wings will have it. The Wings making a switch here.
Victoria Whitley.
Here's Ogunbowale. She's got 12. Here's Willie. Pass to McCowan. Drops in the layup for 2.
I mean, come on. You think a little tap is going to stop McCowan? No way. She's just too tough.
Ogumike outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Lloyd. Picked by Russell. Clock at 6. Jewel Lloyd, and that's good.
She's picking up where she left off in the first quarter, from downtown at least.
Pass to Sabali. Now here is McCowan. Outside Ogunbowale. To the left wing. From 15 feet away, they get it back.
Well, you know, a little contact doesn't really go a long way against Sabali. She'll battle against anyone, anytime.
That's her first trip to the line.
Satu Sabali. 2 shots.
It was almost halftime.
And she makes the first.
And for Satu Sabali, her 3rd season was a good one. She was named the 2023 Most Improved Player.
Yeah, going from 11 to 18 points per game, looking much more comfortable offensively. Sabali, first team All-WNBA, one of the 5 best players in the league.
And good on both.
Another trip to the Strive Forum, and a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter, a little more banging.
And that's serving them well, seeking out contact and putting pressure on the defense.
Outside Vivians. Shoots the three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Siegrist outside.
Doesn't go that time.
Ezi Magbegor, nice defense.
Rebound battle split about evenly.
Yeah, neck and neck on the glass. Just one aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game.
And we love the close games.
Absolutely.
Here's Willie. Pass to Siegrist. And here's McCowan.
Outside Howard.
Sabali gets the bucket.
And when the mid-range shot becomes available, Sabali takes it. And that's how it should be. She lets the game come to her naturally.
Now Vivians from deep. No luck on that one.
Okay, so we're down
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Wings leading by 4. And we've got more in store for you right after this.
Rebounds. I could get 20.
Well,
See.
both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. And really an incredible game from Agumbawale.
And those threes have been dropping for her. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Yeah, I'll say. I mean,
Okay.
this could not have been a more productive day for her from long range.
Seattle trailing here.
Okay. Let's get it going.
Diggins Smith with it. Looking for her first basket still in this one. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Guarded now by Agumbawale. And it's Lloyd missing. Here's Dallas now.
Here's Willie.
Outside Agumbawale. McCowan, defended by Magbegor. Back to Agumbawale.
Good pass.
That's good, and it's Tierra McCowan with the assist.
Right now, Agumbawale is doing whatever she wants. And if you're the defense, that is a big problem.
Pass to Magbegor. Lloyd with it. Lets the three fly. Drains the three-pointer.
The defense really slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Bottom line is this. Those triples, they sure add up, don't they? They've got to make the adjustment.
Now Sabali. Howard. She's guarded by Williams. The putback. It's good on the putback.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that's gone in their favor.
Yeah, effort and determination on the glass, they really can compensate for a lot of deficiencies.
Pass to Magbegor for three. And again, Seattle with the triple.
These defenders better start closing down their shooters.
Yeah, it's 2 straight from long range.
Now here's Agumbawale. She's got 14.
Here's Willie.
Guarded by Diggins Smith. Count that one.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now. I mean, there's more holes in their defense than in a block of Swiss cheese.
Man, you just made me hungry, but that's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were inside. They've established themselves inside. Where's the cheese?
Just throwing up
Dallas
shots.
in the lead.
Here's Willie.
She's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Sabali. And it's Seattle with the rebound.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Skylar Diggins-Smith outside. And it's
Sky.
rebounded by Satou Sabali.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. There's Agunbowale with the three. The shot, no good. Now Diggins Smith, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Let's go. And it's Skylar Diggins Smith missing again.
It's so hard to believe that we're at this point in the game and she still hasn't registered a single point.
And stolen by Lloyd. One-on-one fast break. And it's good. 2 points.
Always knowing where everyone is, Diggins Smith has great floor vision, which is critical for fast break success.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
At least we, cut the lead to 2.
Here's Willie.
5 points in the game. Outside Howard. Agunbowale. Pass to Sabali. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go. The shot by Howard, no good. And it's the Storm with the ball. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Back to Williams. Here's Mule. Outside Lloyd for the lead. Tatu Sabali comes up with the board.
And the lead early
The
on was
Wings
up by
with the
like
ball.
7.
2-point game.
Lost the lead.
Here's Willie.
It's down probably last year.
Agunbowale from long range. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Scoring off the ball. Agunbowale so active on this end.
And here are the Storm now. And they've been struggling here offensively.
Bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Magdagor. Lays it up and banks it in.
Assist goes to Mule.
Here's Willie. Outside Agunbowale. Watches it. That's good, and it's Tierra McCowan with the assist.
She got loose from three-point range in the first half and showing signs here in the second.
In a league of tall players, 6'7" Tierra McCowan still stands out.
And it's not just about her height, it's about how she uses it. Entering the 2024 season, McCowan has the best career rebounding percentage in league history.
Pass to Sabali. Now Howard. Here's Willie. He has 5. Agunbowale. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Wings from deep.
There isn't a whole lot they're doing right defensively. They haven't been able to be on the same page here in the second half.
And here's Lloyd. 14 points for her. Pass to Taylor. Mule. Here's Lloyd. Great look there, but off target.
They are really getting the work done
Still at
inside
15.
with their rebounding tip.
They haven't allowed many second
13, I
chances.
think
It's
it
been
has,
one
man.
and done for the most part, and that's helped them build this lead.
And the call will go against Jewel Lloyd.
Team foul.
That's her first foul.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Agunbowale. Wing shot on the way. Taylor grabs the board. The Storm trail. Outside Whitcomb. For 3. Connects from 3-point range.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Pass to Segrist. Now here is McCowan.
Agumbawale from long range. Tries again. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm.
Stand by. Substitution on the court.
Outside Williams. Here's Taylor. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Well, she rushed that one, but he was out of position, but she couldn't make him pay.
Outside Agumbawale.
Segrist up top. Pass to Sheldon.
It has been
6 to
a
2.
struggle fest, really, for both teams.
The trade.
And it's hauled in by Magbagor.
Seattle with the ball. Queen with the ball. To take the lead. And she sinks the layup. Fourth quarter now, we're just about a minute and a half in.
Segrist outside.
Agumbawale. Inside.
Sheldon.
And that one good.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Back to Diggins Smith. Crafty move. Rebound Dallas.
Almost. Almost
Sheldon
is
outside.
not good enough.
Pass to Agumbawale.
And here is Kuia. Segrist outside.
The open shot of Kuia.
And it's hauled in by Magbagor.
Well, she's a player who, with a wide open look, will rarely miss.
Outside Lloyd. Diggins Smith with the screen. Pass to Taylor. Back to Lloyd. Here's Williams. That falls. Nice feed that time from Jewel Lloyd.
You know, the D pays so much attention
Finally got the
to
lead
Lloyd,
again.
it allows
First time,
others to get
the
open
last
looks.
time, I
One
think.
reason Lloyd is a
got the
valuable
lead, it was,
offensive talent.
Segrist
First quarter.
outside.
Brown.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Agumbawale. Hits it from three-point range.
Wow. I mean, what can you say?
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Now here is Queen. And she can't answer back the three-pointer
Of course.
offline.
Segrist outside. Sheldon.
Outside Agumbawale.
Pass to Kuia.
Fires it.
Dang,
And
it was
rebounded by
time.
Seattle.
She's been ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
There's Jewel Lloyd with the three. It is good, and it is her sixth make against 11 attempts.
She's on her way to putting up a big three-point total.
Sheldon outside.
Back to Agumbawale.
Pass to Kuia.
Fires for three. That one doesn't drop.
She has slipped into a real funk here.
Definitely, the basket is not looking very big to her at this point.
Queen with the screen. Diggins
Smith, no good.
Not her best game, but they're getting it done collectively.
Outside Agumbawale. Let's go with a three. And another miss by Dallas.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Here's Diggin Smith. Pass to Taylor. To the inside. And Williams gets it to go.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead her to the rim with a pass like that.
Dallas trailing here. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah,
Good
full stretch
run.
offensively. They need a bucket.
Dallas calls timeout.
Good everything. So at least we got back in the game though. What happened to my oh, why is it all the way over here? It was literally just down here. Alright, there it is.
So Dallas going with an almost entirely new group here.
Alright, next.
Here's McCowan.
Oh no. I'm just trying to make sure I get this in. Oh no, that's still wrong. No, not there. Not there. No. Go back. Cause it's supposed this thing here. Okay, cut. Go back. Go here. No, not there. It's actually here. And then here. And then over. I think it's this. Yeah, there it is. Limited time double. Okay. Okay. I got that in, at least. Come on. Alright. Just have to make sure that that was done. Taken care of and stuff. Alright.
Pass to Howard.
I hope everybody's having a blessed Friday. It's safe.
Solid play on the low block.
Staying
and
safe
that
and
was good.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
Outside Williams.
I only got 9
Left
points.
side Diggin Smith. Williams. Off target from three-point range.
What made three for her in this game? Does she focus closer in? We'll see.
Back to Agumbawale.
Ow.
And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot two. That one on Diggin Smith.
Well, what you love about Agumbawale is not only can she get to the basket at will, but she also has the deep range to range from downtown.
No doubt about it. Arike Agumbawale is one of the best scorers in the league.
Oh, you know, one of the big reasons is she plays a lot. She's in excellent shape. She led the WNBA in minutes played in 2023. That helps. And the other thing I think that she does at an elite level, she gets the line so much. Enrique is always applying pressure to the defense.
What a smooth play by Diggins Smith. Coming off the pick with all the space she needs.
Here's Willie. Pass to McCowan. Here's Willie.
Guarded by Diggins Smith. Taylor grabs the board. Seattle in the lead.
It's all you.
Williams can't get it to go.
McCowan, defended by Magdegor.
To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ogunbowale. Over Lloyd. And another miss by Dallas. And it's the Storm with the ball. It's Gabby Williams on the wing. Guarded by Howard.
No.
And here's Queen. Williams inside. Howard's there. Lloyd from long range. That's in. And he's 7 of 12 now for the game.
You love to see how Jewel Lloyd never backs down. She goes on the attack and finds the big bucket.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Up top of Ogunbowale. Covered by Lloyd. To the paint. Sabali. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I like when Sabali attacks inside, showing no fear, attacking the contact and getting the call.
2 shots.
Good on the first. And that narrows the lead to just 3. Both shots good from the strike.
A lot of players say they want to be in those situations, but she truly does. What a clutch performance.
Now here's Lloyd. The 3 is up.
McCowan with the rebound.
Outside of Ogunbowale. To the middle. Here's Sabali. And she can't bank that one in.
That's a bad miss. I'd like to see her be a little more assertive when she has such good position.
Now here's Lloyd. Guarded now by Ogunbowale. The layup off target.
Here's Willie.
Howard.
Here's Willie.
Here's Ogunbowale. Wow! A huge basket to tie the game.
A player who knows a lot about hitting clutch shots. Ogunbowale remains poised under pressure.
And this could be a turning point.
Critical possession here.
They call that a
So
foul.
the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
Second personal foul.
That one on Diggins Smith.
Well, they had the foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Well, at least they're stopping the clock, Tim. That's not the worst case scenario for them.
And she hits both free throws. And it's a 2-point ball game.
Needed those and got them. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Pass to Magdegor.
McCowan.
And it falls! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Huge point from Ezzy. She wanted the ball, not scared of the moment.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it.
Now Ogunbowale. Just 4 to shoot. Can't knock in the 3. Time expires and we're
I ain't having no time.
overtime right after the break. Well, if you love great competition and neck-and-neck basketball action, this has been a great game. Overtime one, getting going here right now. And here's Ogumake. Ogumake sets a screen. Lloyd from long range bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, Lloyd is simply rolling
Wonder how many
right
she
now.
has, though.
She can really run up the scoreboard when she's feeling it.
First in MVP race.
Here's Willie. There's Ogumawale with the three. Taylor grabs the board. Ogumake outside. With some mark. She can't get that one. Good D by Natasha Howard. Here's Willie. Outside Ogumawale. Tipped. Stolen by Diggins Smith. And it's the Storm on the break. Taylor, that's good.
Heads up play on both ends there. The steal and the quick push on the fast break.
That's rapid fire basketball at its best.
Showtime.
Pass to Sabali. Outside Ogumawale. From outside, off the mark.
On an open look like that, she's just got a gift for making the weak coverage pay.
That's a surprising miss. She's almost always deadly when she's that open, even from way downtown.
Now here's Sabali. Queen covering. Now here's McCowan. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ogumawale. Magbagor grabs the miss. Seattle in the lead. Here's Taylor. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Storm. Simone Taylor. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And
Wow,
she
this is so
cannot convert on the second. That one misses. Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum.
Here's Willie. Screen by Howard. Shoots over Diggins Smith. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over. Just under 2.5 minutes passed in this overtime. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Taylor. It's over Sabali. Taylor, that's good.
You love how selfless Lloyd is with the ball. She just wants her team to succeed by any means necessary.
Out to Howard. Three-pointer. And the 3-ball is good.
And this is why you get Howard the ball in these situations. She knows how to rise to the occasion.
Yeah, she got 30, 8 threes. It's hard to stop. I mean, if I was a guard, I probably would switch. I mean, I still could technically switch, but then that's going to leave whoever I'm guarding, who is taller and good. So I got to, stay on my player. That's crazy. I thought Gabby had more than 9, but that's crazy. I'm still winning though, but
Time called here. The Storm decide to talk it over.
Ogumake just so relaxed on the court. She's who you want to shoot it late. Big moments do not intimidate her.
Dallas calls timeout.
Dallas with the ball.
Time called here. The Wings
Just
decide to
call
talk.
time. Just wasted another one. Kind of weird.
To Howard.
Pass to McCowan. Here's Willie.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's good! And now they trail by just 4.
Fantastic dish from McCowan. Easy hoop for the team. Love it when a center can move the ball.
For 3, Neko Gumake. Rebound Dallas. No room for error here.
You got to play perfect from here on out.
It's 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Right side, Howard. Three-pointer. And Jewel Lloyd pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, they had to do that. You just can't let them dribble it out.
Definitely. Got to stop the clock any way possible and just hope they short arm a few of their free throws.
It's a good foul, and it's a good point in this situation to make them hit their shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop for him.
Time called here. The Wings decide to talk it over.
Well, this one, it's not over if they can get a quick score then foul.
Yeah, a few missed free throws and they're right back in it, but it has to happen fast.
Exactly, Brian. Have to do it real quick.
Knocks down the 3.
She had her head on a swivel and was able to still pick up the pass and get the assist.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
At the line for the Storm, Simone Taylor. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So she goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there, and I think you can close the book on this one, guys.
Right.
And so the big win by Seattle in a tight game.
Close
They had
to,
to
I mean,
scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride, boys. They thought it might in regulation, but they came through big and did exactly what they needed to once we got to overtime.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
Only had 16, but I had 20 rebounds. 6 assists or 5. Could be wrong. Let me check. Is it 6? No, 5. Okay, 5. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So now that kind of like, dang, she only had 5 points. I thought she had more than 5. That's great. Hey, I mean, it is what it is. You know, it happens. You know, but as long as we win, that's all that matters. I just thought she had more than 5. It's just like I thought Gabby had more than 9. I thought she had like 15 or 16. But that must have been the other player on their team. So, you know, Gul McKay only played 12 minutes. 12 minutes. I mean, I think she's healthy now. She was injured, but you know, I think she's back. I gotta look and see. So check the injury report. Where's the injury report at? Recovering. I mean, she did play. Let me check the minutes. Minutes. And she's just coming off the bench still, only because of that. Because of that injury. So I think they had her starting, but I took her out because I didn't want to further risk the injury, especially for like the playoffs. So which will be in a few more games. Okay, so I'm 4 games above Vegas with 3 games left. Um, so if I do the math, let's say if I happen to lose the rest of the games, including against Vegas, so I gotta see when I played Vegas the last time. If I beat them, because if I won the series or won the other game, then I probably would get home court. That's only if. Oh yeah, okay. So I beat them. Okay, I beat them twice. So I'm 2-1 against them. Yeah. So it wouldn't even. Well, if it splits though, I don't know, but we'll see. Okay. So I got LA, I got Vegas, and I got Phoenix. I don't think any of those teams. Let's see. The only team that's of the 3 teams I gotta play, I think Vegas is the only one that's doing well. So let me see. Never really edited the playbook though. I just ran like what they gave, I guess. So I gotta like really look into how to like set these up. So the point guard gives it to me, and then I gotta run around the screen, catch it, run around it. Yeah, that's already in there. So I just never looked at the way the plays are ran. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Ready then. Um. Let's see. Dang, I missed it. I thought I. All right. Okay. On to LA. Well, against LA, not going to LA. Last time I played LA, I had, and it was on stream too. Okay, I lost. All right, so it's definitely a revenge game for sure. Oh no, no, actually no, no. I'm sorry. I played them after that, and I beat them. So that was a revenge. So they're looking for. They're definitely looking for revenge on me. At 29 and 18. Only got to the line once. That's one time. I mean, it feels like I've gotten to the line more than once, but you know, yeah. I don't know why I did, but I guess I didn't. All right. Yeah, their team is not that good. Let me check the record again. Yeah, they're last. Are they last in the league or they last? The third to last. Okay. Minnesota won 5 in a row. I won 5 in a row. I think that's the highest streaks. Yeah. Then Connecticut won 3. Indiana won 2. I don't really consider 2 a streak, but hey, that's what it is. So Connecticut is in, Chicago is in. What is it? 4 teams to each. I think it's 4 to each conference. So it looks like it will be Dallas, Minnesota, Vegas, and me, and then Connecticut, Chicago, Indy, probably New York. That's what I'm guessing. If that's how it is, I didn't really check the playoff picture. I don't. They should have a playoff picture, like a bracket, so you can see like if like the playoffs started now, this is what it'll look like or whatever. Like who is in and all that stuff. So I don't know why I don't have that though. That's weird. At least it's too early. Too early. Okay. Let me look Floater. I ain't done like a floater in a minute. Not doing it though. Okay. I think weird. It's what it is, though. Alright, let's get to LA. Just wanted to just trying to get a feel for that's what it was. I haven't done in a while either. Alright. I got a highlight builder for replays. That's what's up. Kind of create your own, like, little.
Hey folks, welcome into some WNBA action on 2K Sports. Moments away, it'll be the Los Angeles Sparks going up against the Seattle Storm. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. Knowing how confident these teams are behind the arc, I bet the three ball will be flying in this one.
And when that's the case, it really comes down to which team is making them, not just taking them.
Yeah, and they'll both be making them, I think, at a steady clip. These players shoot it so freely because they got the green light.
Now Diggins Smith. Pass to Williams. Lloyd. Fires the three.
Rebounded by Brink.
Even without that three ball dropping for her, the defense should have done way more on that last play.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to be better as a coach. You can't stand seeing her having that much space to get her shot off.
Here's Williams. Rebound by the Sparks.
Nice move, but just
Here's Sims.
cards.
Can't hit that one.
She's a very strong finisher, guys. I'm surprised that she wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Outside Williams. Taylor. 6 on the shot clock.
Come on.
It's stolen by Dearica Hamby. A little over a minute gone here.
Wait, let me turn this off real quick. turn it off. I'm like, why does it feel like that?
The first quarter. To the
Jeez.
paint. The teardrop falls in.
No one is stopping that. If the 6'3" Hamby consistently can hit that floater, that's scary.
I have to go Handy, then I got I think
Lloyd
Asia
with it.
Wilson next game, and
Now here's Magvagor.
then I don't think I gotta go pretty right though. We'll see.
And
though.
here is Diggins Smith. One
have
up,
to,
one
I just
down.
have to.
She makes her first shot in this game.
What concentration from Diggins Smith, able to take the contact and work through it.
And after 12 seasons with the Sparks, Nneka Ogwumike decided that 2023 would be her last with the organization.
Yeah, since going first overall in 2012, Ogwumike, an 8-time All-Star with the Sparks, winning MVP and the WNBA title in 2016. 2 community assists awards. They'll miss her in Los Angeles. Nneka, a legend in LA basketball history.
Now
I
here's
think
Lloyd.
Kaufman
It's stolen by De'Erica Hamby. To the inside.
Here's Brink. Ezzy Magvagor, nice defense.
And now they're 1 for 5 to start this game. Having trouble getting it going.
Here's Hamby. No good that time.
Ezzy Magvagor, nice defense.
Inside. Taylor. She's covered by Hamby. That gives them the lead.
She always knows
Last time
where
in
her
LA, we
teammates
won.
are
I think
going
it was
to
like
be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for
80
them.
something to like 67 or
Jackson.
70 something.
Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
A quality facilitator, Sims uses her elite vision to set up teammates accordingly.
Now here's Magvagor.
Brink covering.
Skylar Diggins-Smith outside. Sinks the triple.
Perfect screen there.
Hopefully Sky will have a better game this time than the last
Yeah,
game.
but
She
that's a
had
bad
like
job by the
9
defender to
points.
not fight through that screen.
We still won
Yeah,
by
I want
like
to see
4,
more
but
effort
still.
there.
To the middle. Hamby down low. Queen covering. Hamby misses. Pass to Taylor. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Now here's Jackson. And she drops it in from the low post. Now Diggins Smith. Pass to Magvagor. Tries again. Jackson pulls it in. The Sparks trailing. And here is Sims. Jackson. Down low. Here's Hamby. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding the range. She is 1 for 5.
Her strokes looked a little shaky this quarter. Not much is hitting the target.
Outside, Diggins Smith. Pass to Magvagor. Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Now here's Diggins Smith. Good. And it's Gabby Williams who picks up the assist.
With fine-tuned basketball intelligence, Diggins Smith consistently keeps herself a step ahead of her opponents.
Now here is Sims. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her.
Right side Brink.
Pass to Brown. From downtown. Good on the triple.
A confident shooter from deep. When Brown finds just a little space in the perimeter, she wastes no time firing away.
Diggins Smith with it. She's covered by Sims. Here's Magvagor. Queen up top. It's stolen by Hamby. Lays it up and banks it in.
Never a bad idea to get it to Hamby inside. She's almost automatic from there.
Seattle leading. Outside Lloyd. Sinks that one from the post.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Here's Sims. Outside Brink. Pass to Hamby. She scores the basket, and that's field goal number 3 for her.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Here's Magbegor. Brink covering. Outside for Diggins Smith. Five on the clock. Queen up top. Lets it go. It's hauled in by the Sparks.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Brown with it. From past the arc. Offensive rebound.
That's what you think.
And that puts them in the lead.
Well, you have to like their work in the boards here in the first.
Yeah, coming out of the gates with great energy. You kind of like they got shot out of a cannon. They're really setting the tone.
Boom.
Now here's Diggins Smith. 8 points for her. Williams. Back to Diggins Smith. It's Ezzy Magbegor, high post. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. From 17 feet out. And the Storm tack on 2 more.
You don't see too many players anymore score from this area, but Lloyd has an old school feel to her game.
And Jewel Lloyd, what a fantastic player. So consistent over the years.
Well, she started off strong, the #1 overall pick in 2015, WNBA Rookie of the Year, and she's only gotten better from there.
Now here's Diggins Smith. Outside Lloyd. Now here's Diggins Smith. She's covered by Sims. And it's Diggins Smith missing.
The D was ready for her that time, and they had to be. She is strong in the paint.
To the middle. Outside Sims. Jackson outside. It's rebounded by Seattle. Inside. Great pass to set up the land.
Gabby Williams with the assist.
Now here is Sims. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pulls up on the wing, and the bank shot is good.
She's having quite the quarter here, shooting the ball really well, and just an impressive performance on all cylinders.
Now here's Williams. The 3 is up. Magbegor. And so she draws the foul on the shot. Trip to the line to shoot 2.
First team foul.
I really like it when Ezzy is aggressive inside. Challenge.
And here is Lloyd. Pass to Russell. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. 6 to shoot. Here's Taylor. And she gets that one to go off the front iron. It's all knotted up. Now McDonald. Here's Clarendon. Pass to Jackson. Let's go with a 3. That's good, and it's Lasia Clarendon with the assist.
I mean, that shot just becomes...
There's not much that could be done. I mean, so. What are they talking about? check my. Because the other one I think is like found. I think it's found ever or something like that. I think. But let me. Um, alright.
Effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Outside Lloyd. There's a screen by Mule. The three. The Sparks grab the miss. McDonald with it. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Three-pointer. Russell pulls it in. Now here is Queen. She's tightly guarded. Pass to Russell. Bricked away. Now here's McDonald. Jacks up a three. Jackson gets the bucket.
They're at about 50% for the game on their three-pointers, and they've only gotten better as this game's gone along.
And here is Lloyd. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And again, it's the Storm missing. Outside McDonald. Jackson outside. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound. Pass to Stevens. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
That's a great example of Stevens' comfortability and focus around the basket. So effective down there.
Out to the left wing. Shot to stop the run. Taylor, that's good.
Nice offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage.
The Sparks with the lead. Outside Clarendon. Jackson. That's good, and it's Leisha Clarendon with the assist.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get good looks.
Absolutely, the defense unable to react quickly enough to deal with their passing.
Russell with the screen. Now Queen. 11 points in the game. It's in. Basket number 6 for her thus far. She has missed only 2 shots from the floor. Jackson outside. Clarendon. Here's Jackson. The three-pointer off the mark. Seattle trailing here. Outside Lloyd. Pass to Russell. And here's Mule. Russell with the screen. From deep. And again, Seattle with the triple. And it's the Sparks ball. Outside Clarendon. Now here's Jackson. For 3. Mule grabs the board.
As a player, you always want to be able to answer back, but she just didn't have it in her right there.
And it's out of bounds to the Storm as Seattle retains possession.
A nice play to get a hand to that pass and tip it out of bounds.
She was just a hair away from coming up with the steal there. Good effort.
Outside Williams. Now here is Lloyd, guarded by McDonald. And it's Lloyd missing. And the Sparks with possession here. It's a three-point game. To the left wing, Clarendon up top for 3. Cans it from downtown.
That's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world from three-point land right now.
Outside Williams. There's a screen by Vivians. Pass to Taylor. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Sparks. Left side, McDonald. Fires for 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
Well, this time, it's McDonald getting set up. Knocking down the J off of a crisp pass.
Here's Lloyd. Outside Williams. Taylor. Over Hamby. That misses off the backboard.
That's a shot she's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
On the wing, Gary McDonald. Brink a screen. Here's McDonald. Foul call that time on the way up. And that'll be 2 chances.
Second team foul.
That one on Lloyd.
Well, maybe the last player you want to send to the line. McDonald is a fantastic foul shooter.
And Brian, one of the better all-around defenders in this league, Arie McDonald.
Well, back in college, she won Defensive Player of the Year twice in her conference. With quick feet and quick hands, she lives in the passing lanes and is always a threat to pick the ball and jet the other way.
And Diggins Smith gets it to go.
Effectively scans the defense. Diggins Smith puts her high basketball IQ to good use.
He's getting
Sims
inside
with it.
10.
She hasn't yet put up any
Before
points in
halftime.
this one. Here's Jackson. From outside, off the mark. Outside Williams. Pass to Diggins Smith. Vivians. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins Smith with the assist that time.
Well, that's an assertive 3 ball by Vivians. She really commits to her shot selection from beyond the arc.
Jackson outside. Launches a three. Taylor grabs the board.
Well, offensively speaking, it has been a tough quarter for her.
A nice shot by McGregor.
I like how McGregor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
Now here's McDonald. She's got 5. Here's Jackson. Buries the long-range jumper.
Last 5 makes, all 5 from long range.
And the defense hasn't pressed up to deny it. They're hanging back, and they're getting picked apart.
Pressure the ball, pressure something.
Pass to Diggins Smith. Puts the move on. And the bucket counts, and she's on her way to the line to try to make it a 3-point play. And this is her first trip to the line tonight.
Yeah, born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, it was cool to see Diggins Smith stay in state to play collegiate basketball.
Jackson with the ball.
No.
She's covered by Ogumake. Jackson, no good.
Well, I mean, to me at least, Brian, it looked like it was going to be an easy 2 points there.
You're right, Tim, and she's got some angry words for herself after that.
The three-pointer is on target.
Nice awareness there by McGregor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
And here is Sims. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Now Queen. Ogumake sets a screen. Lets it go from the wing. Brink grabs the miss.
You just assume she's going to knock those down when she's as open as she was there.
With 1 on the clock. Oh, no good. Trying to beat the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. The Sparks on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
I think that's where we're going to stop it here. Yeah, I think. Let's see. Strange.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half to get underway. And Jackson, a strong contribution so far in this one.
She put on a show from 3-point range in the first half. We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on her.
Well, we'll soon find out because I guarantee
That would be right back. Right backeth. All right. Finish the second half of this game. I just had to handle something important that I got situated and stuff. So important things, those always, as we all know, those things come first. So once I got because I didn't even know my phone rang, because I think it was on vibrate or something, and so I had to handle that. So
They're gonna keep feeding her the rock
I'm back
beyond
now.
the arc
I'm
until
back.
she does.
At first, I was like, you know what? Should I just come back later, or just
And the Sparks with possession here.
just go on?
They've led by as
just
many
be
as
right
11
back. I
points.
figured I'll just be right back because I know the call was gonna be that long, even though it was important.
From the wing.
But
Green,
still, I just
2
wanted to
points.
make sure that was handled and stuff. So
Here's Diggins Smith. Pass to
yeah,
McNamara.
probably after I finish this game, then I'll probably come back
Here's
later.
Taylor for the tie.
Play against
Odyssey Sims grabs the board.
who was it? Vegas, I think. Vegas and then Phoenix. Then the playoffs start.
Jackson outside. The 3. And she's good on the
Jackson.
3 ball.
Just on fire from beyond the arc.
Seems like just about all her points are coming from deep.
Definitely not.
Outside, Diggins Smith. Pass to Taylor. Over Hamby. Taylor, that's good.
An effective distributor, Diggins Smith knows her teammates rely on her to feed him the ball.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half underway. Jackson gets the bucket.
And guys, her consistent shooting, it's helped them take this lead.
Diggins Smith with it. She's got 13. Pass to McNamara. On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. Screen by McNamara. Lloyd from long range. And rebounded by Brink.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Nope, that's the wrong one. I went to the wrong thing. Yeah. So, bada bing, bada boom. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to, take care of that. Important things come first, no matter what. So, and like I said, I honestly thought that call was gonna be longer, but it was shorter than I expected, which is a good thing. And just being able to take care of that is really good. So
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. To the paint, Hamby. Good.
so I'll be back though. Still here. I'll be right back. Handle some stuff real quick. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's go. Finish this game. I think I'm in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken.
Good, and it's Odyssey Sims who picks up the assist.
4 of 5 to start the half, coming out strong.
Seattle trailing here. Now here's Diggins Smith.
Definitely gotta get it together.
On the wing, Jewel Lloyd. She's covered by Brown. Lloyd, no good.
She just hasn't looked right. She hasn't. And something is off with her mechanics, I think.
And here's Brown. Jackson, it's covered by Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Brown. Now Diggins Smith. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Here's Taylor. That's good from 17 feet away.
Really, she's been a bright spot for them. She's had a very efficient offensive performance.
Yeah, who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for her shooting.
To the inside. Here's Hamby. It's hauled in by Magdegor. And it's the Storm with the ball. Trailing here by 8. Now here is Queen. She's covered by Hamby. Taylor. And rebounded by Brink.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Jackson, no good.
They got lucky. They got lucky. And the defense is taking a big chance, leaving her open behind the arc. And I'm not sure I'm okay with that game plan.
Here's Taylor. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, she read how that shot was going to come off the rim perfectly. And that can make up for any height disadvantage.
Pass to Brink. Sims with it. Jackson outside. Taylor grabs the board. Outside, Diggins Smith. Now Queen. Magdegor. 5 to shoot. Pass to Lloyd. Over Sims. Here's Taylor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
That
Offensive
rebound
rebound.
and the follow, it shows you what she's all about.
It's hard to get those.
Ready, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Sims with it. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. And the basket by Hamby.
Sharp pass to set up the very high percentage shot in close.
Now a timeout called by Seattle. Here's Mule. Pass to Horston. Taylor. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Look, if you give her enough room outside, she's going to take advantage and more often than not knock down that shot.
Outside Sims.
That should
Back
get
to
the rebound.
Clarendon. And here's Jackson.
Boy.
That's good, and it's Leisha Clarendon with the assist.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show she's putting on this quarter.
Shoots it, and she hits the jumper for 2.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
The Sparks with the lead. Up top, Jackson. Over Horston. Hits it
Gosh.
from the high post.
The more touches she gets, the more the lead grows.
30 points.
Pass to Magdegor. Taylor. Magbagor. Count that one.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed her up and really just made that layup possible.
Up top, Jackson. The open J off the mark. And it's the Storm with the ball. Here's Whitcomb. Sinks the three-pointer.
Gently from that corner.
I wouldn't have recommended
And Tim, you talk about never
that
giving
shot
up.
that early, but
Sammy Whitcomb graduated college in 2010.
it went in, so
Didn't make her W debut until
that's how it is. Some
2017.
shots be like, why'd you take that shot? Goes in, well, good shot. Don't go in, then it's like,
Sammy
taking the
never
shot.
gave up on
Get
that
back.
dream of
Jackson.
playing in the league. In college, you think about
they
her
make it
three-point
easy.
shooting was good, it was 33%. For the W, that number is about 37, 38%. And that improvement is why she has a spot here in the league.
Pass to Magbagor. Three-pointer. Brink grabs the miss. Mule with the steal. Taylor. And good that time.
Really, guys, it's been an exceptional performance from her from the field.
Now here's Clarendon. 5 points in the game. Brink. Queen covering. Back to Clarendon. Sims up top. Here's the three. Taylor grabs the board. Well, it's definitely within striking distance.
The big key is make each possession count.
Forced in the screen. And it's Taylor missing. Now the Sparks with it. They lead by 4. Pass to Sims. Jackson outside. Down low. Ezzy Magbagor with the steal. Out on her own on the break. And here they go. It's good.
She's a very strong finisher on the fast break.
And always in control, even at full speed like that.
So impressive.
And here is Sims. Stevens, defended by Magbagor. Now here is Sims. Defense is right there. Jackson, no good. And here are the Storm now. 2-point game. Now Queen. And she has 28 points for the game. Clock at 6. Pass to Horston. For the tie. It doesn't go for her. Good work defensively, Rakia Jackson. Now here is Sims. Here's Clarendon. And here's Jackson. Shot to end the cold run. The offensive rebound. Back to Clarendon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Left side Sims. Mule with the steal. 3 quarters of play and a
down by
close
2.
game here. Sparks ahead, leading by just 2.
Could have been worse.
And we're coming back
especially
in
the way
just a
Rakia
moment. Get
Jackson
ready
is
for the
playing.
4th quarter of action.
Like, she don't miss.
And we're set to start up the action in the
Down 2 when I lead the game. Come back down 5. We can do this. Okay, so now I'm
Here's Brown. Out to the wing. Outside Sims. Launches it. Good, and the assist goes to Rakia Jackson.
And they are just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Everybody
Yeah,
making
and
threes.
the
so
defense
it's hard
knows
to
it. They're fully stretched out
beat
there,
a team
trying to
for
stop the
danging
three,
everybody
and
making
still haven't been able to do
Yeah, I
it.
don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
The Storm trail. Pass to Magbagor. Now here is Queen. Brink grabs the miss.
A good board there, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And they've just got to find a way to get back into this game. That's as good a place as any.
Just increase the effort on the boards.
On the wing, Rakia Jackson. She's covered by Ogumake. And the basket by Hamby.
With a rare combination of 6'3" height and fluid movements, Hamby can move with ease. Tough cover on the pick and roll.
Pass to Taylor. Over Hamby. Bullseye!
She's certainly doing her part, trying to battle back into it.
Sims with it. Jackson outside. Hamby sets a screen. To the paint. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact there.
The intensity of Hamby, great at going up strong, forcing the issue.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Down by 10 now.
Now here's Lloyd. Pass to Magbagor. Diggin Smith. Six to shoot. Magbagor. Ring covering.
Bad offense
Magbagor.
possession.
No good. And here's Hamby. Now Brown. Inside. Hamby misses. And here are the Storm now. Pass to Lloyd. The 17-footer goes down.
And the ball handling moves of Jewel Lloyd are just so clever. She has no problem getting creative out there.
Outside Sims. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Lloyd from long range. Brink brings down the board.
Yeah, she didn't punish them for the weak coverage that time, but they just can't count on her missing.
Absolutely, Brian. She's got to go right back to that shot.
That shot, no good. It's a race against time as they look to make a run here.
Yeah, the clock is definitely not on their side right now.
Taylor, that's good.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
Here's Sims. To the middle. Here's Hamby. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Outside, Diggin Smith. Lloyd with it. From the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for her.
Now, the defense has to be real thrilled to see her keep shooting those threes. She has been brutal this half.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Could have just went for it too. But that's what it is.
Pass to Brown. And she was camped there in the lane, and she gets a 3-second call. And this could be a turning point.
Critical possession here.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Lloyd.
Wow.
The kick out to Williams. And it's off from three-point range. And they go to the
Guess it
intentional
ain't meant for
foul.
us to win.
Ezzy Magbagor. Second personal foul. Fifth team foul. At the line.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. That's off as well, so she misses both.
Time running low here.
score quickly and then probably foul them.
You just can't waste time here.
Money! And she has brought them within 2 points.
The find by Diggins Smith, it's a sign of an elite lead guard. They always feed. They always find the open player. That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope he misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
A chance here to send it to overtime.
They need a 3.
Taylor
You
misses the tray. And that's an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there.
So I make
but
the other one, but
probably
not
the
this one.
last player they want to send to the line.
Yeah, but they didn't have the time to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Yeah, and that's a good point. They just could not waste any more time.
And she hits both free throws. And it's a 5-point game.
Now
It's not
that's
going
how
bad,
you
man.
close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Off the inbound pass. And so the
Good
Sparks
game.
take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances as the visiting team.
But that didn't seem to bother them one bit. Road team, home team. All I know is at the end.
Another close game, man. Last game that I did, it was close, and it was I think it went to overtime. Went to overtime, and I won. And in this game, just not enough scoring from everybody else. I don't know what happened, but it was just too much of Jackson, really, because she did the thing for sure. Unfortunately. So for now, that's gonna do it. Appreciate everybody that came through the twin and Trilly for coming through. I will be back later tonight when I usually do. So to probably pick up on it, play against Vegas, Phoenix, and then probably do some little bit of trucking or whatever. Do some runs and stuff. But yeah. So until then, you guys have a safe West Friday. Be encouraged and have fun. Once again, stay safe. It's crazy out here, and until then, y'all have a good one.